Welcome to Digital Natives Meet Native Americans, a Native American encyclopedia. A learning activity designed, created, and implemented by myself, Diane Krause, an instructional technology coach for the Wissahickon School District in Ambler, Pennsylvania. I will begin my overview by explaining the learning activity, the tasks involved, the infused technology tools and resources, and the assessment that was used with the students. This learning activity was implemented in 6th grade social studies classes last winter. Let's listen to Ryan, one of the 6th graders, explain the activities and tasks involved.
We paired up into groups of 2 and 3. From there, we each chose one Native American tribe in either North or South America. I was paired with my friend Jagger. We researched the Cherokee tribe. When we were all finished with our research, we put it into a collaborative OneNote. Each group had a page. We had to show and explain our tribe and describe a number of aspects about them, including where they are, what their homes are like, how they hunt for food, etc. We also included pictures to make the page seem like an actual section of an encyclopedia. Then, when we were done, we had to go into other groups' page and find out about a certain aspect of their tribe and record it. It was a fun and interactive project, and it was cool to see how other people did when it was done. You could see where they did well, so you can improve on it and where they could improve. Overall, it was a very nice project.
As for the technology tools and resources involved, the students used OneNote to plan the project, gather resources, record research, compile pictures and other media, and monitor their individual and group goals and progress. They also used the same notebook to build their encyclopedia sections and pages, and to conduct the follow-up activities in the expert jigsaw. We used our district SharePoint server to host the notebooks so that the students could collaborate and work on them anytime. The students also used Word, Excel, and PowerPoint to design charts, graphics, and word art to bring into their pages. Lastly, a variety of website and online tools and resources were used for research, media creation, and other things. The students were assessed on a variety of items, including the content of their encyclopedia entry, the organization of their section and pages, the layout of the text, the graphics and multimedia used, writing mechanics, citations, and also how well they collaborated and communicated with their group members. Credit was also given for the completion and participation in the follow-up expert jigsaw activity. I will now explain the evidence of learning that occurred during this learning activity, as it involves 21st century skills. This project allows the students to develop and apply many of the critical skills needed to be successful today and in the future. I will outline how students apply these specific 4 skills in this learning activity. Firstly, collaboration. The students absolutely had to collaborate on this project. They had shared responsibility, and they had to together make substantive decisions about their work. They had to figure out the process by which they would do their research, how they were going to outline their section of their encyclopedia, the content that would be applied to each page, and the final product itself, the design and the graphic elements. There was self-regulation every single day, as the groups had to come in and fill out a work log at the beginning and end of each class. Then they had to decide whether they would need to do homework based on how much they had done that day and how much time was left in the project. As for knowledge construction, this project had it all. The students had to do research on their tribe, and with that research they had to interpret it, analyze it, synthesize it, and then evaluate what they wanted to put on their pages and in their encyclopedia section. In the end, they created the end result. As a class, they had an encyclopedia that they then used to learn about the other tribes. It was also a very interdisciplinary project. Yes, it was done in social studies class, but writing elements were involved, reading was involved, graphic design elements were involved, as well as the different things that they researched about the tribes, which could be science, dance, religion, music, etc. I've already gone in depth with the use of technology in this learning activity, so I'll move on to the problem solving and innovation. Students have definitely had to solve some problems as they were tackling their encyclopedia entry as outlined in the knowledge construction and collaboration areas of this slide. So I'll move on to the real-world innovative aspects of this project. They absolutely had to collaborate, communicate, and do teamwork, which for these students at age 11 was probably the very first time that they would have to do so in such a way using a digital environment. They were producing a product, which also is probably the first time that they've produced a project that not just was for their teacher, but for someone else to use. The audience may not have been anything bigger than their classmates, but Their classmates did use this encyclopedia to further their knowledge about the other Native American tribes. Now let's take a look at some of the student projects. Thanks for listening and watching. If you'd like to learn more about this project, check out the OneNote notebooks and see more student examples. You can check out this URL or scan one of the codes to get you there as well. Thanks. Goodbye.